So, and I came from a brewery background. I wanted to do something a little more emotionally fulfilling. And so I still love my brewery. I still love making cider, but I wanted to do something that was really beneficial for the community. So I joined the Art Center.
Welcome to What's Up the Dalles. I'm Tom Peterson, and this is where we talk everything up about downtown the Dalles. Upcoming events, business news, and all the great people that are making it happen in our historic core. Today I'm introducing our Main Street host, Cynthia Corchi, who is bringing the details and retail fun, events, and all the latest news in downtown the Dalles. And our special guest today is the new executive director of the Dalles Art Center. Raised in Dallasport and Duper, Ellen Woods Potter studied anthropology at Washington State University. Go Cougs!
Go Cougs!
All right.
Today.
She has built experience in nonprofit leadership, community engagement, and small business management. She's a co-owner and cider maker at Working Hands Fermentation in Hood River, and served on boards including North Wasco County Parks and Recreation. You've done quite a bit, Ellen.
You are a busy
amazing.
girl, Ellen.
You are, definitely.
Pretty busy.
That's a lot.
At the Dalles Art Center, Ellen first led the education program and summer art camp before stepping into top role in 2024. She now focuses on strengthening community connections, sustaining funding, and expanding exhibits and educational offerings, ensuring the Art Center continues as a vibrant hub for creativity in the Gorge. So, Ellen, Cynthia, thank you for coming. This is awesome.
Yeah, two Cougs here today. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, right.
Who's the other Coug?
Me. You're a Coug? Oh, yay.
Go Cougs.
Yeah, so good. Yeah. So thank you so much for being here
Thanks
today.
for having me.
We've been trying to get you here for a while. You got so many cool stuff, things happening at the Art Center.
I'm excited it worked out.
I know, it worked out great. So tell us a little bit how you kind of got involved. Tom gave a great intro there, but how you got involved with the Art Center, and just, what do you have going on there? I know there's a ton of things.
There's
happening.
a lot. Yeah. I got involved with the Art Center I was hired in December of 2023 as an education and public program specialist. This was a role that just really fit with my organizational background as well as my desire to become more involved with the community of the Dalles. I had been on the Parks and Recreation Board. I grew up in the area, and programming is, especially for youth, is really near and dear to my heart. And I did move to Lisle and had to step off of the Parks and Rec Board.
Oh, darn.
Yeah, I know. But I have a couple... The Marcus Swift stepped into my role there, and he's fantastic, and I'm glad that he was able to fill in there. He's on many boards as well. But I've just missed that connection with the Dalles, and trying to build my relationships in Lisle as well. But I want to be here. I want to be involved in the Dalles, especially when I feel like it's on such a precipice of becoming just the coolest. I mean, I already think it's cool, but I think that we're so close to being just a hot spot.
Yes.
And so, and I came from a brewery background. I wanted to do something a little more emotionally fulfilling. And so I still love my brewery. I still love making cider, but I wanted to do something that was really beneficial for the community. So I joined the Art Center. After about 6 months, I was promoted to executive director, and then went on maternity leave for 3 months and came back in full swing in January and hired our new deputy director. We restructured the organization a little bit. It's just a 2-person staff now with a couple volunteers.
Lean and mean, right?
Yep. We do have one kind of temporary off and on employee who fills in for us, and she's fantastic. But it's just Emily and I trying to make it work.
Well, it's difficult in the nonprofit world.
It's really difficult,
even more and more these days, with all the cuts. And I know you were scrambling around and trying to get all of your grant funding in place and, maintaining, what kind of the levels that you had. And, after the Art Center has had a rough couple of years, just, keeping that institution going. And, there's just only a certain amount of funds available.
Yes.
And everybody's fighting for those dollars. And so
and those funds are reducing as well.
Big time.
So that's been a major challenge this year.
Yes.
Especially because I'm new to grant writing.
Yes.
I've gotten a lot of practice this year.
You're getting really good at it.
I've applied for just an incredible amount of grants. That's the majority of my work is writing grants. Yes. And so I'm getting really confident at it. I feel it's pretty good.
You're really good.
We have gotten a couple really special grants to help with youth education. We're doing an artist in residency program. We got a grant for this Roundabout project we're doing at the entrance to town on the east.
Tell me more about that.
Yes, we're very excited about it.
That sounds awesome. Yeah. Tell you what, let's head out to our sponsors for just a minute. We'll come right back and we'll talk about the Roundup and the art project. That's
Sounds
great.
Good.
All right.
Sounds good.
Hey.
Tell me about advertising at CCC News.
All right. We've been on a real roll lately. We're up to 110,000 unique readers this month.
That's insane.
It's insane. And these are all people that are customers for our local readers in the community.
That's huge.
Yeah. So we do advertisements, digital advertisements that are rotated through all of our stories. Think of it like this. Every time we have a great headline rolling out there and people are reading the story, your advertisement can be right next to it.
That's awesome. How many views does advertisers get every month?
Well, they're averaging somewhere between 50 and 60,000 per month.
Ooh, if I was to buy 60,000 impressions somewhere else, that might be really expensive. Is that right?
It would be, but thank goodness we're CCC News and we're offering people great value. We can get advertising going for folks for $300 month to month. But if you're willing to go a little bit longer, say a 6-month or a 12-month contract, we can get those prices down to $250 a month.
That's amazing. Great. How can people get in touch?
Oh, well, easy. You just contact me, Tom, at cccnews.com. That again, that's Tom at cccnews.com. Or you can reach me at 541-980-2756.
I'm going to tell all my friends.
Right on. Hit. And we're back here at What's Up the Dalles. All right. And joining us today is Ellen Woods Potter with the Dalles Art Center. All right. So we were talking about
the Roundabout project. So tell me about that. So this is our first community arts committee project.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes. So we started the community arts committee back about the time that I was hired on with the Art Center and trying to feel it out.
Right.
We've had some people come and go trying to find really what the niche is for this committee. Okay. And this was a committee suggested by Matthew Klebs to create more community involvement in the public art aspect that the Art Center is involved in.
Yes.
But this is our first major project. We've done some little ones. We have the rock snake going on up at Cirrhosis Park.
That's lovely.
Please continue to add to it.
Did we find the head?
We did not find the head. Somebody stole the head. It was a sad day. But we did our
they cut it off and buried it.
Yeah. Well, it's a giant 30-pound rock.
Oh
Somebody
my God.
stole it. And painted, beautiful finish. But we did, Hannah Haight, who led our summer art camp program this year, painted a new one for us. So it has a head.
Okay.
Rock Snake has a head again.
Great.
Yeah.
Adding to that.
Summer art camp people painted a bunch, but it's open to the community, so people can add to it. But this is our first major project.
Great.
And it is a major project. We've managed to cut budget back on it quite a bit by partnering with some really great community organizations. We're partnering with the community college on this one. They're going to be doing some 3-dimensional fish sculptures. What we are really trying to avoid is fading or putting money into this project and not having the longevity that it deserves, which is unfortunately what happened in the past. The mural just faded.
Yeah.
There's really, I know people like to point the finger. There's not much that could have been done about that due to the incline and the way that snow sits on that. I mean, a mural just isn't the option.
It just is not weatherproof enough to be able to have it in that kind of space.
So we're hoping to do something that will last 100 years.
Wow.
Tile base, metal sculptures, mixed metals. It will not be reflective. Don't worry. But It's just something, there's more details to come out about it, but we're really trying to involve as many members of the community in this and represent the natural beauty of the Columbia Gorge. And we have our community arts committee that is making these final decisions on this project after consultation with lots of different organizations. But we have spots open on that committee. So if anybody's interested in getting involved in public art, we meet once a month. It's a low commitment committee, but it's making
great
decisions. This is going to be here for a long time.
Yeah.
And how cool to be involved.
And I think the other big piece that is really exciting is that it's sort of a living, breathing installation that's going to keep growing and adding to that, and reflective, just not only of our long history within the gorge and within this gathering place for 10,000 years, but also what that future looks like too. I think that's what's another exciting piece of that. And we were just talking before about how with the Sunshine Mill right there, the entrance to the Dalles is just
it'll be striking.
It's going to be so incredible. And then there's another mural.
We did do one other mural. You're right. That was also part of our public art push this year. It is over on 102 East 2nd Street. It's the State Farm building, I believe. Yes, State Farm is in there right now.
Kind of right by Bonds?
Right by Bonds. So it's across the alley from Bonds. It's actually in the alleyway in the little parking spot there. But it is a Winnie the Pooh mural that our summer art camp kids did this year with Danae Mannion. It was adorable. It was so cute to watch.
They loved it.
They loved it. Oh my gosh. I've talked to some of the parents and they say their kids, whenever they're downtown, want to drive by their mural and look at it. This was based actually off of a tiny little portion of an original mural inside the Art Center from back when it was a library, because it was it's the Carnegie Library building. Yeah. And from the children's room downstairs, they reserved this little tiny painting of Winnie the Pooh and put a frame around it. And it's been like a secret down there because Winnie the Pooh. But now Winnie the Pooh is public domain. Yes. And so it's its 100th anniversary this year. And so we were able to utilize that. And Danae Mannion led this mural. It's the 100-acre wood with the characters, but still it's really the original characters, the vintage characters. And it's beautiful. The colors are really great for the town, not over the top. And now with the success of that and how thrilled the kids were, because oh my gosh, you should have seen the ribbon cutting. It was the biggest ribbon cutting we've done with the Art Center.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
And we're going to continue this every year now. We're going to do 2 weeks of mural camp. Fun. And we've got a potential building, not locked in yet for next summer, but
great.
We're hoping that this will be something we can keep building upon and bring student art to the community.
Well, let's hold that thought for just a minute. We'll go out to our sponsors for a message, and we'll be right back to talk about the upcoming art installations here in the Dalles. Hey, Josh, did you know that we are funded by our readers in large part?
I did know that, but please tell me more.
Yeah, it's our local readers here that make it possible for us to go out and gather news on local businesses and important issues in our community. And so we need people to support local news. Did you know you can make a difference in our community's economy and culture by supporting local journalism? I bet you did. But maybe you out there don't. And so you should visit our Support Us page at cccnews.com to subscribe to a monthly donation to keep news local and start making a difference in our community today. Again, that's cccnews.com.
And remember, CCC News is available for everyone and funded by readers.
And so we're back here with Cynthia Corchi and Ellen Woods Potter. We were talking about murals, the Winnie the Pooh mural. Over there, 102 East 2nd, you said? I think,
Right, right there, right next to the workshop as well.
Okay.
Right in that neck of the woods.
Yeah.
100-acre woods in the neck of the woods.
Very good. So it's just fascinating to me to see all these pieces of art come into our community, not only with the murals, but like you're talking about at the Roundabout, which is the entrance to the community. But it does seem like when you're doing a walkabout in the Dalles, it's kind of just like walk and discover these different pieces of art throughout the community.
Yeah, we have almost 40 murals now. So it's a combination of some of the original Mural Society murals that were done in the 90s. So, over 30 years old, we're getting to that point. And one of the ones were after the Mural Fest that we did a couple years ago, Northwest Mural Fest with the Wall Dogs, we made the commitment, Main Street made the commitment of doing an updating or adding another, in addition to what, the Art Center's doing and some other community art. Because Chris and Dylan did some of the art there at the other entrance of town, which is another,
the annex,
annex there. So this year we are restoring the famous Umatilla House mural right there on the Rayland. So that's happening as we speak. It's so great. Peter and his crew are there. Actually, Danae was there yesterday. I stopped by to check it out. They've already, it already pops. I cannot believe how much difference it's making.
So
Danae's restored a few. She does.
She's done quite a bit. Yeah, she's been a huge supporter of that project, which we love to support our local artists too, and having that. So that's just been incredible. It's probably one of our most photographed murals because it's huge for one, lovely detail, but also it's right off the dock. So a lot of our visitors are there after riverboat cruises and to come and see that. So getting that restored along with the Rayland getting updated has been really exciting.
It's going to be so beautiful.
Yeah. So like I said, I have to count up again and adding some of those other pieces too. We need to update our mural map and get those out because you can do some great tours. It's a self-guided tour, but we have some QR codes for those and tells a story behind each one of them and what's happening. So that's been a great project for this community.
So that's kind of the cool thing is you can come to the Dalles and you can come walk about, and the art's great. It's just always fun to walk, and look at and talk and discuss that kind of thing too. But what does that do like for the overall business community and incorporating art into our daily lives here and putting it in public spaces?
Well, I mean, I think that drawing people to the town is a huge part that art contributes to the Dalles. We are one of the most art-based towns that I've ever seen. Right. And I think that kind of flies under the radar sometimes. So getting the word out about that with Main Street, with the Art Center, I think as long as we can continue to get the word out that we have one of the most incredible artist communities in the Northwest, really.
Along with Mary Hill Museum, not very far away.
Yeah. And the Columbia Gorge Museum, down to Stevenson, the Discovery Center. We're at this artistic highway right here. And I think if we could get people to come for the art, that's obviously going to, especially walking past all the businesses, that's going to increase people going into those businesses. Exactly. Yeah. It's been something that has been a struggle for the Art Center getting noticed, I guess. Sure. We're really trying to change that, trying to publicize as many ways as we can that we're there, because I'm always surprised by how many people come in and say, I didn't know you were here. And
it's fun. I'm finding that if you are really not on just a few blocks of 2nd Street, you really don't exist downtown. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, we got to push a lot harder.
People have lived here for
I think 4th Street's an undiscovered kind of treasure in the Dalles, and it's it's a slower paced street.
We have a really, really walkable downtown too. And we've talked about this before. You can compare even Hood River. It's hilly over there, and it's difficult, and parking's a nightmare, and all of that. We are much more flexible with all of those things, and you can just kind of have a lazy afternoon and discover all those places and a lot of great art, but also a lot of great businesses and food
also,
and drink, and
lots of parking on 4th Street.
There's lots of parking on 4th Street. There's lots of parking everywhere.
I know. Just park a couple blocks away. Walk past some more businesses.
Yeah. You'll see something cool for sure.
You'll see something cool.
And there's so many historic buildings you just don't notice when you're driving by them. Right. But when you're walking, you man, that's been here since the 1800s. I have never seen that building before.
Yes, that's so great.
It's important.
Yes.
So it does slow people down and get them thinking. I think that's great. You're such a central part to that art community here in the Dalles, Ellen. And I know it takes a lot to get the job done, keep the network going and projects going, that kind of thing. And you were telling me earlier that you're supported maybe 60% 60% by donation.
60% private donations.
Yeah, so
it is
That's a big
really
chunk.
it's huge.
Yeah.
It's really what keeps the Art Center alive. With arts
community.
funding kind of disappearing a little bit, as I mentioned, I'm applying for grants all the time, but those private donations are really what keep us going. We are a small community art center, so we kind of depend on our community. We try to give a lot back to the community as well, but as we're nearing the holiday season, I would really encourage people to keep us in mind for their end of year giving. We have our incredible artisan market that opens in November, which, if you haven't shopped for gifts at the Art Center,
gifts.
you
I go
have
there
to.
every year.
I'm going to get all my gifts there.
Yes, it's wonderful.
Incredible. Everything is handmade. The artists tend to keep their works on a lower price point because they're trying to get them out as gifts for the holidays. There will be some really incredible big pieces as well. But and just prior to that, we're kicking off with the student art show in town. Obviously, I said student education and programming, youth education is really special to me. So we are encouraging any kids age senior in high school down to come bring some works into the Art Center. And the 13th to the 15th, 13th to the 16th, I believe, Thursday to Saturday of November.
Okay.
We will be displaying those student pieces, and they can sell them.
Yeah.
And we do not keep a commission. We do not take money from kids, but we will operate those sales through the Art Center so that they can experience the creation of art, the exhibit and community celebration of art, and the sale of it, which is really exciting.
Sure.
And really,
especially budding
a good way
artists.
to encourage them to keep it going. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So important for development and
It
encouraging that creativity and
It is.
moving forward. It just helps their learning so much more as we move that.
So if I were to make a donation, where would I go to, Ellen?
The DallesArtCenter.org.
Okay,
If you go
great.
to our About page, the Support Us page, there's a bunch of different options there. I would strongly encourage people to become a member. We've got great membership rates. You become a member even if you just make a $25 donation. Sign up for our newsletter. It only goes out once a month. So you just get
It's full of great information.
It's great information. All of our programming, we try to keep all of our programming at a very affordable rates. As often as possible, I like to keep youth programming free. But again, we're limited. So try to do it as much as we can. But our website, thedallesartcenter.org, we're updating it all the time. Follow us on social media. Or come stop in and check it out and donate in person. That's our favorite.
All right. Well, we'll take a second here and go out to our sponsors. And I would like to remind folks out there to like and subscribe to CCC News podcasts if you want to keep informed on what's happening in downtown the Dalles.
Hi, Tom.
Hey, Robin, how's it going this morning?
Really good. I'd love to tell you how the different ways you can read CCC News and see the great information we've got.
Yeah, right. I'm pretty familiar with the CC News website, of course, and that's our number one kind of hub for getting all the general information free at no cost to folks here in the community, the Columbia Gorge, and that's at cccnews.com. But what other offerings do we have?
Well, you can read it both in English and Spanish on the website. So if you stand Spanish as your first language or your second, you could practice your Spanish in there. We also have a progressive web app. So it's an app, but it uses Safari or Chrome to use to create an app on your phone. So it's not actually a bunch of software, and it keeps your data safe by default as well. So you can find the link for that on our homepage.
Excellent. Yeah. And I know you're really proud of our podcast. Tell folks how they can get our podcast.
Yeah, so we post our podcast on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio. And so whatever your platform, if it's one of those four things, hit the subscribe and hit the notifications, because when we put podcasts up, you'll be notified that we've got something new to watch.
Yeah. And what if I just want to get some news every Saturday and Sunday or something, and I don't want to go to all that hassle?
This is a really good question. Obviously, we don't want to bombard people with way too many emails, but we have a once-a-week roundup with all the greatest things that happen in the week, all the most interesting stories, and we send that out on Saturday because we just want it's Saturday, it comes out first thing Saturday morning, and so you get that roundup of what's going on in your community in the week. And people really like that. We also have one on Sunday. We really want to support the nonprofits and the other kind of not-for-profit type organizations in our community. And so all the stuff that we write about them in the week, we post on Sunday in there too. So if you're into community philanthropy and community itself, it's a really good newsletter just for that little piece.
And it's super easy. You just go to the website. There's a location there that you can just put your email address in, and you're going to be signed up, and you'll be start receiving it.
Absolutely. And it's all free. Absolutely. 100% free. And if you do want to support us and subscribe, you're welcome to. But you actually we don't offer the subscribers any more than the free users, because news is the most valuable when we're all reading it. And once we have a really good perspective of what's going on, then we can have a good discussion.
And what if I just kind of like visual media? Does CCC News do anything for visual media?
Yeah, we have a YouTube channel. So the journalists are constantly putting podcasts, but also little videos and little quips up on the YouTube channel. So if you want to see it in 3 dimensions and see that kind of video side of things, then the YouTube channel is also a good place. Hit subscribe and hit the notification there so you'll be aware. Because we put things like fire up there, and when we're dealing with emergency management, we're putting that stuff up there too.
Very good.
Great.
Wow. Well, there's a lot of different ways to get CCC News.
Great question, Tom. Thanks so much for asking.
You bet. And we're back with What's Up the Dalles. We're here with Cynthia Corchi and Ellen Woods Potter. Cynthia Corchi with the Dalles Main Street is going to inform us, give us some information on all the upcoming events and
we
stuff.
have First Friday again. Here it's coming up again. Yeah. Can't believe it. It goes so fast. Our next First Friday is tomorrow. It's this month is Think Pink in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. But all the those that are fighting cancer, we want to encourage. We have lots of shops that are doing a whole bunch of different activities for the Friday, and we're excited to see that. That'll be on Friday the 3rd from 5 to 8 p.m. downtown. So Ellen, tell me a little bit about what the Art Center is doing, and then I'll share some more of what everybody else has got going on.
Yeah, we've got a really cool opening tomorrow. The Oregon Watercolor Society is having their fall juried show and convention in the Dalles this time.
Wow.
Yeah, it's big. They do 2 per year, all over the state, and the Dalles was selected for this year's fall convention.
Congrats.
Thank you. Yeah, their exhibit is opening tomorrow evening, 5 p.m. at the Dalles Art Center. There will be 80 pieces from around the state. These are the top 80 pieces from around the state, and they'll be jury or judged. I'm not positive if the awards will be up on Friday. They might be up on Saturday, but this show will be running for 6 weeks. So,
great.
But I encourage everybody to come tomorrow. We're expecting people from all over the state. They'll be also using the Civic Auditorium, partnering with the Civic Auditorium on their programming during the convention. They'll be here week long. So hopefully we can then push them out to the rest of the First Friday event.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yes, because we'll have all sorts of things happening. Brick City Games is celebrating their 2nd anniversary, so that's really exciting.
Congratulations, Brick City.
And they're doing a lot of sales throughout the store with the Magic the Gathering and those products and accessories.
I just saw their Facebook post. I think they went. Where'd they go to Brussels?
They just went to, they're in Brussels.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah, or Holland, or they're buying Legos.
They're buying Legos. I'm terrible. I can't remember the post, but
the Netherlands, I think,
they look very happy about it. Huge bags of Legos.
She's going to bring back a whole bunch of stuff for everybody there. The Artisan Market's doing breast cancer awareness ribbons earrings at $5 and some pink carnations. So check out some more artists in that space. Vibe Consignment's also turning 2 years old, and they have 50% off throughout the store, and that's their green tags. Green tags and vendor items are not included. Misfit Stores doing 10% or $10 off all piercings, and anything pink is 15% off. And then over at Skookum Outfitters and Wasco County Mercantile, we're giving cancer the finger with lots of items to show support for who is ever battling the big C. As well as items to keep folks busy that are, working on treatment and that sort of thing. Pizza the Gathering will be there with everybody's favorite pizza, and then they have lots of new fall goods and apparel. and beanies, and even some chocolate. I know those are just a few of the highlights. I think we have lots more. Going to work on our press release more today and share all the things that are happening and going on for First Friday. And this really I feel like this kicks off the very busy holiday season as we near the end of the year. So we're looking to dive right into all of those things that are happening. The Witches Walk.
Great time to start picking up some holiday gifts.
Oh my goodness!
Get ahead
really
of it, right?
good start. Good.
But Halloween is the first holiday.
Halloween is the first holiday.
My personal favorite.
So don't skip over it, everyone. Don't forget. We have the Witches Walk coming up, right?
Yeah.
What date is that?
The 18th.
The 18th,
correct,
and then-
November 18th,
and
or
then they're-
October 18th.
And they're doing also this year they're doing a ball, a witches ball at the Sunshine Mill, which is exciting. Adding to that very fun event and very well attended event. We love that. So that's kind of our first big event besides First Friday. Then of course we're doing hosting Trick or Treat in the downtown on the 31st, which will be, it's always great. That usually starts about 3 p.m. So watch for the pumpkins and all those businesses participating. And then we're going to slide right into, we of course have November First Friday is honoring our veterans, as that's right before Veterans Day. And then we have Pink Friday on the 21st of November. Black Friday is the 28th. The Shop Small Saturday is the 29th. And then our favorite Sip and Shop, kind of finishing up the holiday shopping season, is we just decided to do that on the 13th of December. So, gosh, I mean, that is a lot of things happening in the next week, basically. We're going to have something going on downtown. So we're really excited about that. Excited for everybody to come out and see what's going on and check out what's new in downtown the Dalles.
Yeah, fantastic. I would just add to that too, events like yours, bringing the watercolor event tomorrow. Like, didn't you? I think you said it was drawing something like 200 people. Or something like that, so.
I believe about 200 are coming for the convention. Would be my guess. I know for the show opening they had. Last I checked, which was about 2 weeks ago, they had 125 already RSVP'd. We know that people show up without RSVPing. So
yes, we do.
We're expecting about 200, I think. We're super excited to host them. We also have quite a few Halloween activities coming up, which again, my favorite holiday. But we have a ceramics hand building class where you get to make little ghosty tea light covers with Hannah Martinson. That's open to all ages. Families are welcome to come, the whole family. It's not up on the website yet. It's going up today, but I did just lock in another story time with the library. They'll be doing a spooky story hour for kids down at the Art Center with the little art project. And we, during the Witches Walk, will have pumpkin paintings sponsored by Fred Meyer. They're going to donate some pumpkins for us, and it's free for anybody, encouraging kids, but anybody's welcome to come and paint a pumpkin.
You wouldn't deny me.
Yeah, we'll be set up.
You can do that.
If the weather's nice, we'll be set up out in our gardens. If it's not nice, we'll bring it inside. But free to attend, free to paint, take your pumpkin home, and get a little decoration for Halloween.
That's so fun.
Yeah. Wow. Fantastic. That's why when I open this program up, I see the great people that are making it happen in our historic sites. And you guys are both a big part of that. Really do appreciate it.
We have just so many really cool things happening, and, lots of new businesses opening, some changing hands, some of those things are occurring as well. So that's exciting. The alleyway, it just opened for, they have a new cocktail menu.
Yeah, the alleyway bar.
Yes, it's open. And
so they switch it from a coffee house to a cocktail bar.
Which is the perfect choice for that venue. It's
right?
just lovely.
So the evening it's cocktails, and during the day it's still coffee.
I love that business design. I love it.
I love it. It's great. And I have a good authority that they're excellent drinks. So I haven't got a chance to stop by yet, but that's another place to check out. They're right behind River City. They're in the alleyway. So it's a fun little spot, kind of secretive right behind. You can get through the farm stand as well.
It's probably the most unique space.
Yeah, so
one of the most unique
essentially
spaces.
when that was the grocery store and Coast to Coast back in the day. So that was literally the alley. And that separated, and so
the two buildings were separate at that point.
And then they closed it in to make an office space. And for years, Doug Woolsey's office was there.
Right.
And so when the farm stand moved in, they kind of opened all that up. So super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. They have some beautiful art in there as well.
All right. Well, anything else for the good of the cause?
I think, we have so many things happening. One other event, one of the biggest projects that's going to start happening, and we're actually in the process of getting permits going and moving forward, is the Federal Street Plaza and the First Street upgrades downtown. That is the Federal Street Plaza is going to be the new home of Main Street. We're very excited about that. So on October 30th, there's going to be a meeting at City Hall, just kind of talking about that development plan and the timeline and what's going on. And I would encourage everybody to visit the Dalles website, the City of the Dalles website. They have some great information, renderings, on, what that's going to look like for the future, what the new, we're going to share the space of the old transportation center. We're going to share that space with the Veterans Museum. Yeah. So that's going to be another really great museum to have right downtown. They're really they're not reaching their full potential yet. Right. They're in the closet in City Hall. And so they're going to be able to expand, and we get to share that space with them. So I encourage everybody to take part in that. And it's going to be a little painful to get through the construction of those projects because there's some, big changes happening, not only with the plaza, but also with First Street and all those upgrades. Yeah. It's going to be wonderful when it's finished, but there's a lot of things, underground, old pipes, not very fun and sexy things that you can see, but that has to be taken care of. I mean, it's going to cave in if we don't.
And ultimately, very, very positive moves for
lovely. It's going to be
creating a whole new avenue for downtown.
Yes, and being able to that's going to, I think, connect to Lewis and Clark Park a lot better too. Just having that streetscape changed, changing with the businesses, with the Baldwin, all of those kind of things happening. Yeah. It's going to be great. So I encourage everybody to come find out more about that and just kind of listen to what and if you have questions, please contact us. We're happy to help and answer those and find out, what you might want to learn about what's going on in that space too.
Yes, sounds great.
Yeah. And I'd love to just one last thing, encourage a little bit of involvement with the Art Center. If you're interested in getting involved, we take all sorts of volunteers. We would love to find a place for you and what you like. We have a landscape committee, development, community arts. You could help with youth education. And we also are always accepting new artists. So we've got a new open show that's being posted today called Elemental that will be opening in January. We're accepting applications through December. And we have a really cool upcoming concert with Jim Isaac Chua. He's an internationally recognized pianist from Norway. We're doing that at St. Mary's on November 1st. It's a benefit concert. The benefit is that we are able to bring him here and bring him to the schools. Yeah. So he's going to be visiting the schools with me the day before, doing private concerts for the students. Awesome. And so we are attempting with this concert on the 1st to earn enough money to pay for that. So great. Please attend. Plus, it's really cool. Get dressed up. Yeah. Take off the holiday season.
Right. That's so great. So fun. Fantastic. So many things happening. Check out our website, downtownthedalles.org. We have all sorts of information there and links to other things like the Art Center, of course, and the murals and all of the maps for those locations and all of that as well. So please, check that out and find ways. We're always looking for volunteers too. So find ways to get involved. If that is your passion, please contact us. We'd love to have you.
Right on. Well, great. Well, thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you. This is
a lot of great information.
All right. I feel overwhelmed with information.
Lots
happening. Lots.
All right.
That's great. Thanks, Tom.
Okay. Thank you. And we'll see you next month, Cynthia.
Thank you.
All right.